Hello everyone, welcome to our channel. If you're new, welcome to the TCC community. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Today I'm actually packing the car. We're going on a road trip. This is our first trip since the pandemic, so we're very excited. It's going to be a dual trip where my mom is able to get some time away, but also it'll be a girls trip for me. So I'm basically going to pack the car, and as I'm doing so, I'm going to give you some tips for traveling as a caregiver. So from here, I'm basically just cleaning out the trunk to be able to pack the car. This is actually going to be a dual trip, so it's a girls trip for me and my friends, as well as an opportunity for my mom to see family. So I wanted to make space for everything and kind of clean everything out. So one of the main tips I would say for traveling as a caregiver is dress comfortably. I know I have on a dress here, but actually when it comes to driving in a car for a road trip, it's actually most comfortable for me. It allows me to have the room I need and not be restricted by pants. And actually, if any swelling or anything happens for me, it actually is a more comfortable situation. For my mom, she's actually for this trip also wearing a dress. It makes it easier for going to the bathroom. And just in general, it's more comfortable for her than pants as well. Another thing that I try to remember for her is compression socks. When you are going on long trips, whether a car trip or a plane trip, be sure that your carry is wearing compression socks. You can buy compression socks at your Walgreens. You can buy them online at Amazon, any pharmacy. But what I love about compression socks for my mom is they help to reduce swelling, and they are a little bit uncomfortable for her, but they really reduce the swelling, especially for those longer plane rides or car rides. So I just put in her wheelchair. She's going to be taking her wheelchair with her. Now, she doesn't use it all the time, but it is something that she uses when we have to do longer distances or walking or anything like that. So I am including her wheelchair in case she goes somewhere during the course of the trip that she actually has what she needs in case her legs get tired. Another thing I would say is be very organized. And I also mentioned this in the blog from Us to You, the Compassionate Carer. There is a segment on traveling as a caregiver. Be very organized. So I make sure that she does most of her packing, but then I go behind her to make sure she has everything she needs, all her toiletries, socks, all of her different materials to make sure that she's not missing anything. And sometimes we forget the smallest things like toothpaste and toothbrushes, lotions, and that's her creams and medication. So I make sure to double check her bag to make sure she has everything she needs in her bag. So definitely be organized. If it means packing weeks or days before as opposed to the night before, that's important. So for me, I like to pack a couple of weeks before, and I'll slowly go to the store and get certain things if I need it to make sure that we have everything we need in our bags. Be prepared. So you want to be prepared for anything. So that's going to be very important. I make sure, I just was showing you, I make sure that we pack a blanket for my mom while we're in the car. Even on a plane ride, I bring my own blankets. Even before the pandemic, we would bring our own blankets and neck pillows to make sure we're comfortable. So yes, back to being prepared. I would rather have something and not need it than need something and not have it. So I would definitely say to you, make sure that you are prepared for anything. That may include making sure you have snacks, making sure you have a blanket or a throw like I was showing you, making sure that you, if you're doing a plane ride, you're not going to be able to have drinks, but make sure you have everything you need just Yeah, so make sure that you are definitely prepared, whatever prepared looks like for you. So I'm just showing you all of my disinfectant products. So this trip was our first trip since the pandemic. So I wanted to make sure we had our Lysol hand sanitizer, we had our wipes, we had our hand sanitizers with alcohol, 91% alcohol, our disposable mask, our cloth mask, everything we could possibly need for this trip. And so I basically packed it and I dispersed it between me and my friends, and I made sure my car was packed with it. So along the ride and while we were traveling, we had what we needed, but then I also made sure my mom had a set with her, so when she left me, she still was protected as much as possible. So yes, like I mentioned, we took some precautions as related to the virus. So when my friends and I got to our hotel, we sprayed everything down and turned the air conditioner down really low to make sure everything circulated and that everything was sanitized. And then we left the room, took care of some errands, and then came back in the room. So those were some of the precautions we took. Now, if you're flying, you want to be very careful because now you're going to be in a plane where the air is circulating and that sort of thing. So you want to make sure that you take your proper precautions, wear your mask, even though things are lightening up a little bit. You just want to make sure you take your precautions, especially if you have a carry who has a compromised immune system, as my mom does with her different ailments. So we took every precaution we possibly could, and we came back healthy and great. So I'm basically packing some other small things. So that's paper towels, napkins, and all of that. So as we're traveling, as we're traveling, we'll have everything we need. And I'm basically closing the car now. And that is it. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about the difference between a car trip and a plane trip as well. So give yourself time. You don't want to be running through the airport with your carry, even if they're in a wheelchair or if they can walk. You don't want to be running through the airport with your carry. Definitely not. Make sure that you are giving yourself time as far as making sure you have everything you need, your plane tickets, passports, if applicable. You have your wheelchair. Make sure that you are asking for a wheelchair if needed. You're not necessarily bringing your own if you don't want to on a plane ride, but make sure you're ordering and requesting one in advance. This helps tremendously, and you're not waiting for 30 minutes or an hour, potentially missing your flight for a wheelchair. So that's something that I had to learn the hard way. So I just wanted to give you a couple of tips as we come into the summer months and people are traveling now, how to most effectively travel with your carry. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comments below. We thank you so much for watching this video today. Be sure to go to our website, www.thecompassionatecarer.com, where we have a blog where I actually mention some more tips as it relates to traveling and giving you my experiences, as well as provide some other materials and resources for you as a caregiver. So again, thank you so much for watching. Again, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I look forward to seeing you on our next video. Thank you.